The next step to solving a Rubik's Cube, after knowing the notation, is making a cross. Now, I would say that cross is the most intuitive part of the cube. It's basically where you choose a side. I'm going to pick white just because white's the easiest color to identify. And I'm going to make a cross with the white pieces. So, the first thing you want to know with cross is, here's an example cross. When you make the cross, all colors have to line up to their respective side. So, let's see, we have a white cross here. This piece is a white and red piece, and it lines up with the red center cap right here. This one is a white and green piece. It lines up with the white and green. White and orange line up together. Blue and white line up together. So that's what happens when you want to line up your cross. So I'll do an example solve just because I already started on the cross. And this is using F2L, by the way. I'm going to teach you guys the beginner's method in this video. Not going to use F2L, but alright, so to start off, we have to scramble the cube. Locate all your cross pieces. See, here we have orange and white, so that means we want it to pair with the orange and white piece. So here we see we already have a cross piece oriented, but we're not going to do anything with this just because I want to show you guys every single case. So the first case is, I would say, the orange and white one, where the piece is on top and it matches the center cap. So if it doesn't match, just gotta bring it over there like that. And then how you would insert this cross edge relative to the center and to its piece would be to do an R2. Now you see that the cross edge is oriented and it's respective to orange. So that's what we want. The next case is where the piece is right here and it doesn't match to its relative center. So what you do is, since this piece is right here, you don't need to worry about messing this piece up too, because it doesn't matter. So what you want to do is you want to do a wide R move and then put the piece relative to where it's supposed to be. So here we have two edges of the cross oriented. We have red matched up with red and orange matched up with orange. The last case that I wanted to show you is where the piece is facing up, but it's at the bottom. So what you do is you do a wide R and a U to bring the piece up to the top. And then you can, this is the first case, and you can just do F2 to bring it down. Now we have this case again where it's on the side. So remember, we bring this relative to where it's supposed to be, stick that cross piece in, and we're done. You see now all the cross edges are oriented where they're supposed to be. That's good. That's exactly what we want. Now I'm going to do the rest in the example beginner's method. So the next portion of beginner's method we're going to learn is making the first layer. Now the first layer doesn't mean just one side. It means one side and solving all these pieces relative to their center cap. That's what you guys are going to be learning next time. The time after that, you guys are going to be learning how to make second layer, which is basically pairing up corner and edge pairs, or F2L pairs as some cubers would call it. Making corner and edge pairs and solving the first and second layer without messing anything up. So as you guys notice, this method of solving the Rubik's Cube doesn't involve making two sides. It's a layer by layer method. So after you make the second layer, what you want to do is you want to make the top yellow cross. So once you make the top yellow cross, then we do this thing called two-look OLL, where first you make the cross, and then second you finish up the yellow layer. And then third is PLL, which is, what's it called? Permutation of the last layer. And I'll be teaching you guys two-look PLL. But, it's basically where you solve the rest of the cube in 1 or 2 steps, depending on what PLL case you get. But, let me show you guys again that same cross with the same scramble. Here we have the orange. And if it's not lined up, line it up. This is the first case where you just do 2 moves and bring it down relative to where it's supposed to be. Second case is where it's right next to it. All you have to do is bring it over, bring it down, and that's it. That's your intuitive second piece of the cross. Third is when it's on the bottom. You want to bring it up, move it to the side, and then insert it using the first case algorithm, which is just 2 of the moves to bring it down. Last case is the same case as the second one. Bring it over here, put it in. That's it. That's your cross. So guys, watch out for when I post a video about how to solve the first layer. Remember, first layer isn't just, one side. It's about solving one side and the entire, orientation of the first layer pieces. So that's it for this episode, and see you next time.